got. That creates a fight.
I don't know how this is going to end, but I promise you, if I go down, I will go like a gangster.
We now welcome in Chael Sonnen, who in 4 days is going to do battle in the UFC cage against UFC light heavyweight champion Jon Jones. In your last 2 title fights, you lost both bouts to Anderson Silva for the middleweight belt. Now you're moving up and taking on Jon Jones. You've said that Jones is a better fighter. So then why should people think you have a really good chance against him?
Well, don't kid yourself. I destroyed Anderson Silva both times. I dominated him for over 30 minutes, and he won less than 30 seconds. But he did get his hand raised, and that makes him the champion. Look, as I go in to fight Jon Jones, I think he's an excellent fighter. I think he's one of the best fighters I've ever seen. I just think I'm even better. I'm from a much tougher weight class. I've had a much tougher road. I acknowledge that he's exceptional, but so am I.
Okay, you acknowledge that he's exceptional. What's it going to take for you to beat him then?
You know, he's no different than anybody else. You got to go put a lot of pressure on him. I got to make a fist and run it into his face over and over. There's not some kind of a great answer. We're not building a piano here. We're getting into a fist fight in a steel cage on Saturday night.
Earlier today, he was on Sportscenter. He has been on all day. We want to share some of the comments he said about you.
Well, the T-shirt, first and foremost. Is he planning on changing sometime today? Was that his girlfriend's T-shirt he's wearing? Chael, man, his antics, he can't back up anything he says, you know, so I just let him have his fun. I think this is his last time fighting for a world championship fight, and he's trying to get his Twitter followers up, so let him do his thing, let him enjoy his few moments of fame.
Your response?
Well, you know, every now and then you're beat, and you got to just take it. And this T-shirt is too small. I'm well aware it doesn't fit, but it's my only T-shirt. I'm on the road, I'm living out of a bag, and this is the only one I had.
What do you mean you have one T-shirt to your name?
I have one T-shirt that made the trip. My luggage was lost. I got in about 3 o'clock this morning. I came here, and yes, John, you got me. You look sharper than I do today. Well done.
Oh, that's very gracious of you. It's a bit of a medium there, if you don't mind me saying.
My fiance said that T-shirt is screaming out, "Hey, Chael, I don't fit you."
Well, you know, you usually have to listen to the fashion advice of the significant others.
Sure.
We have quite enjoyed the trash talk all day between the two of you guys. And what I was wondering is, I've seen him walking around campus. I've seen you walking around campus. At any point today, do you guys run into each other?
Yeah, well, we did it at the hotel this morning, and we do on set, too. We did an interview together earlier today. You know, it doesn't make any difference. We're professionals. We've agreed to wait to fight. We're going to fight inside the octagon under a specific set of rules on Saturday night at 7 p.m. and only on pay-per-view. Thanks for bringing that up, 10 in the East. That's what we're going to do. But as far as he goes, look, I don't care. He seems like a perfectly nice guy to me.
You could get a job in our promotions department when you're finished fighting in the cage there. That was very well done by you. A lot of people look at this from the outside that are not familiar with your world and UFC fighting. And I think the first thing that people think that are not familiar with that is, you got to be crazy to get in there. What kind of mindset do you have to get in a cage?
Well, I think those people have the right perception. This is not
it's absolutely
for everybody.
accurate.
Yeah, you know, this is a contact sport, and it's rough and it's tough. And there's plenty of other things you could do with your time. This just is the sport I knew. I grew up as a wrestler. I tried to make an Olympic team after college wrestling. I had nothing else I could do with that skill set, and I transitioned into this. I got into wrestling to find out who the toughest guy was. If you were the Olympic champion in wrestling, you were the baddest dude in the world until this came along. Now it's whoever's the UFC champion is the toughest guy there is. And that's a big deal to me. That's what I want to find out.
Do you have friends and family that say, listen, we support you, we just can't watch?
No, my friends and family all watch. My family will be at the event. My uncle will be in my corner. My mother and aunt will be in the front row along with my sister.
We heard Jon Jones say earlier that he doesn't like to get too hyped up, that he likes to be very calm and cool and collected. What's your mentality when you go into something like this?
Yeah, I have a different approach than Jon does, but I think that people should probably emulate his approach. He's the world champion. He's figured this thing out quicker than most have. So, You know, I've got my process and I'll go through it, but I come in ready to fight. And I don't worry about records or weight classes or this guy or the. I'll fight anyone, anywhere, anytime, as hard as I can. If you got an answer for that, then you deserve the win.
How does your approach different from his?
I'm angry. I'm upset.
You don't look very angry right now.
I'm coming out fired up, and I come out ready to go. And I, you know, Jon likes to have fun with it, and he hits a cartwheel. He does the same process every time. A lot of athletes do that. Whatever sport you're in, if you find something that works, you copy that exact same thing. He comes out to the same music, same warm-up, same everything. And I do the same thing, but mine's not. I'm not smiling as much as he is. But other than that, we're the same.
Have you ever said something in the days leading up to a fight, in the trash talk, even if it's in fun? Have you ever said something and then thought, maybe I shouldn't have said that?
Never.
Never.
I would never apologize. I'm a grown man. I pick my words carefully, and I mean everything I've ever said.
I've heard you trash talking a lot more
Truth talking.
earlier. Truth talking, according to you. I like that. A lot more earlier in the day. You're kind of softening here. You don't have any more trash talk for him?
I never had any trash talk in the first place. I mean, the bottom line is we're going to get into a fist fight on Saturday night. I'm not here to promote a fight. I came here to pick a fight. I've got my opponent. I got the main event. I got the title fight. It's the biggest one in the history of the light heavyweight division. It's sold out, and it's going down this Saturday.
You are promoting a fight, though.
I'm telling you what's happening.
He is a truth teller, according to him. UFC 159, live from Newark, New Jersey. It is on pay-per-view. Chael, thanks for being with us today.
My pleasure.
Coming up, Bulls got even